Cool. I'm going to continue with this. Obviously, this looks a little strange at the moment, uh, but the goal is okay. I'm thinking about this here. Why does this look weird? Or, I mean, there's many reasons, but the general idea is we want everything to look um, like this, right? But in order to do this, everything has to be lines. Like everything's made of lines, right? And with the hatching, don't really know how to do that yet. But the water itself, looks like milk or something, which is not quite right. Somehow it's got to look like paper, and it has to be like some sort of black lines. This is okay. I mean, we just have to remove this stuff, but just kind of was trying it out. So obviously this, to say again, this is in the experiment branch. So we won't push this until we get something that maybe looks okay. Hmm. Let me look up something. Hand drawn. Hand drawn. What do you call this style? So that's the first thing. Because I need to be able to search for it, look for stuff about it. What would this style be called? I'm trying to, generate 3D models, look around the internet for games like this. What would it be called? Sketch rendered 3D. Just trying to see if people have done this before. I imagine they have. Just have to find it. Hmm. Oh, I think it's sketches. So do. Hmm. Oh, my, hey Jason, how's it going? Did you say my audio's really low? Really? I guess let me know if my audio's really low. Huh. Because it says it's like pretty good. because I just turned it up a little more. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Let's see. It says on max. Let me try to understand. Let me. Thanks for letting me know. Try to. Oh, wait. Is it better now? It's probably way better now, actually. Wait. Uh, what does it sound like now? It looks like it's a bit louder. I realized for the past every stream actually I haven't been using the actual mic. So I have this mic and for some reason it reset it back to the uh I think that was not even the MacBook audio. What was that? No, okay, it was the MacBook mic that it was using. That would actually make a lot of sense because I noticed maybe a little more like less people. I noticed like people would leave pretty quickly. So I appreciate you telling me. It's super funny. I don't know how long it would have took me to realize that. Because I originally said it. I think the first stream I said it to the mic, but somehow it got reset. Yep, that's the first step. They have to hear me, and then I should be okay. All right, that's funny. Yeah, you can easily look. You can easily see it too. Like you look at the last like 3 videos, and then you look at the video before. Like the views are like half or something. So it makes sense. YouTube algorithm picked it up pretty quickly. It's like, wait, this dude is so quiet. Why would we recommend it? I'm just kidding. Yeah, so thanks. Let me charge my phone. But to be honest with you, I'm not very clear on how to make the water not look like milk, right? Like I want it to, right now, looks like milk. I want it to be paper. Uh, like, how would I even go about this? I'm gonna try to ask. I think the ship, in theory, if we generate some more models, we could probably get something pretty good. But the actual water, I don't think we can use a 3D model for that. Maybe we could ask. So right now I'm trying to figure out how to have the water look like paper. I need something creative to try to do this. Like my current approach, I'm not really sure if it's even possible to get this effect, like this hashing kind of, the sketch-like effect. What do you recommend? I mean, maybe should I try to do something in Photoshop maybe, and then try to animate like make it move, like basically like animate it on the x-axis and like keep, it's kind of like Yeah, I think. What do you think of that? Like, I put in something in Photoshop, and then I just move it on the x-axis. You're a mobile dev, so you know better than me. That's cool. What do you make on mobile? Um, you make games. You make some apps and stuff. It's called cross hatching. That's good to know because in order to prompt for it, if I ever need to, tricky to replicate in 3D. Right. I see. So if I load in a GeoB model for the plane, is that a normal thing to do? Like you make something in Blender for water and then you load it in? Do many games do that? Like browser games? Is that something that'd be performant? I make games. That's cool. I think this one kind of works on mobile. It just has the two controls, but it's not very. I think it's probably gonna be pretty laggy now. Do you use like Unity or Unreal? All right, so I have to figure out like I'm just gonna see if I wanted to achieve the sketch-like effect with 3GS, how would I go about it? So the plane that I sent in the image is using that. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yep. I respect that you don't use an engine. That's pretty cool. Simple plane. All right, so I think I'm gonna comment with the water, and we're gonna try messing around for a little bit. I'm gonna just create a plane, kind of like what they're recommending. Actually, sorry, I'm gonna keep that and just replace the code there. Just comment it up. See, where's the... Here. Oh yeah, try to add a bunch of features and stuff. Yeah. Recently, I've been trying to change my process a little bit because I just kept getting into like a hole. So I'm thinking about doing something. Wrote it down. So yes, this is what I was doing before. Just kind of like I'd immediately ask it cursor, ask windsurf, ask grok, and these three. But then I'd just be wasting so much time. Like there'll be sometimes it works instantly, right? Like it generates the thing. But then there's all the other times it messes up, and then I'm spent like trying to fix the bugs. I'm just not able to figure out. So then I'll spend like hours and hours. Like for example, I spent 6 to 7 hours on the fog one time. So I'm trying to do maybe something like this, where I do like more planning sort of stuff, and then I create the files with empty functions, and then populate just like a few functions at a time. That's my plan to maybe see if we can make things go like a consistent speed. I guess I'll let you know if it works, because I don't know if it works yet. If it actually just sounds good or if it actually helps. I saw some guys are doing like a 7 day vibe code stream. That's kind of interesting. Actually, I might just look where they're at with that. What are they making? Okay, they're probably making like a tower defense game or something. That's cool. Heck. I think we can remove the animate. Yeah, this is still loading. Didn't we remove? Oh, right. It's all this stuff. Okay, so let's just mess with Blender for a little bit, I think. Oh no, let's first start with generating the plane, right? And then mess with Photoshop, I guess. So, one sec. I'm gonna comment this stuff out. Okay, let's see if I just see that, first of all. And the plane needs to be big enough, so 1,000. Okay, cool, I see the plane. It's good, start. Let's make it white. I can use this color. Okay. Cross hatch brush. Interesting. Oh yeah, there we go. Something like that, I guess. Not quite though, I think. I mean, kind of, I think. Something like this. Oh, interesting. I like this kind of. Oh, I like this. Imagine a monster. I'm gonna bookmark this. You know, right now we have our kind of very geometric monsters, but imagine they're kind of, they got, everything has this effect. I like it, actually. Hmm. But how would we do this for the water? That's the question. Don't really know. Need to get my artist friend. So I don't really know how to, like, what would waves even look like with this? Maybe I could try generating something with grok, I guess. Can you generate what water would look like using this effect, this kind of cross-hatching effect? Just the water. I guess for the people joining, we're trying to do something like this with the game. I feel like this would be really cool. Like a cool style. And I found this YouTube video where they made this. And I feel like that'd be a cool monster. Can you make the water look more like this? Make it more of a hand-drawn effect. I think I'm gonna use Gemini actually, which is I think better. Let's see. Did it say I exceeded the credits or something? I didn't want to do that. Oh, there. Yeah, not even close. Yeah. Yeah, like what is this? Yesterday, I'll show you. I was trying to just generate like a black image, and it did something kind of creepy. I was like, I'm gonna switch tabs. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I was like, oh my gosh, just a random face. Because I didn't expect to see it when I came back to this tab, and then I just saw this face here. All right, we're leaving. And wait, this is also kind of creepy. Just puts a hand. All right, let's try with this. I'm trying to generate hand-drawn water with cross-hatching, shading stuff. So can you try to do that? Let's see if I can do it first. Yeah, not quite. Let's see. Can you make it a side view? Also make it just black and white? Yeah, that's a good idea. Paste the image, then first ask it to describe it. Yeah, let's try that. I think that's a great idea. I'm gonna try with maybe grok first, because Gemini has problems with, if you put in an image, it thinks you're trying to edit the image, so then you can't. So give me first describe this image, tell it to, or analyze the style of the image, and then give me that information. I just kind of copied what you said. Oh, no. Yeah, hand-drawn sketch. Oh, I like that. Okay, pen and ink, sketchbook style, intricate line work. Okay. Let's try these two things. Oh, these three things. Without the steampunk. And also the line work stuff. Cool. Let's I'm gonna create a new chat so it doesn't get confused what we're trying to do. I'd like you to generate water with the following style. And I apparently need to say image. I guess let's also plug this into Gemini after. See if I think Gemini's generally better. Oh, I see that we still have octopus in the description. I didn't see that. Okay, I was like, how the hell is it still come up with an octopus? Where is it though? Octopus. Oh, here it is. It's still generating an octopus. Oh my gosh. Where else does it say octopus? Oh, it's right here. Okay, that's actually. Why is it generating trees? Okay, I guess it's just a background. Yeah, not quite. Actually, it's not horrible. But let's try Gemini. It's kind of right, but let's Let's see first if I try it with this. Okay, so make the waves way less big, so it should be pretty calm. Oh, that's a great idea. Thank you, Jason. And also, make it a texture. I'll just say use in Blender or something. But that's a really good idea. I think that might help a lot. All right, I have to reset because Gemini. I'd like you to generate a texture with the following style. I'll just make sure. So no grass, just the water. Okay, try again. The image should just have the water, no other things. No other. Need to increase my vocabulary. No other things in the image. I'll tell you one. Oh, you already said it. Let's see, actually. Unfortunately, this would just be lines, so that would not be, it would just look like a sea of hair, I think. Look at the first one real quick. This is the closest we got, I think, right here to what we're trying to do. I'm actually wondering, could we just scale this up to be the whole? Yeah, I think we could just scale this up to be the whole like texture square thing. Because it's got like the variance that would make it look maybe like water. So let's try that. Do I have Adobe Photoshop still? Let me check. Did I install it? Probably did. If I didn't install it, or I mean, if I don't have it, I'll probably get back to this particular thing and maybe we'll jump to the Blender for the models. So try to make this thing the sketch-like effect next. And then we'll get back to the water once I got the Creative Cloud. One thing I was having a weird problem with is just like a very simple task of deleting the top part of this for some reason. I was doing this. I would do all of these. But there's another way we can do this. Delete. Okay, so we're just gonna try this MCP thing to delete everything above a certain height. Can you use the MCP tool to delete everything above heights 1? All the vertices and everything. So the problem is 1 is actually pretty high, I think. So let's try again. Let's do instead a z of greater than 0.7. Okay, let's just test if it's working. So I'm gonna just do 0.1. Oh, I see. It's not the right object. So I don't really see any change. Can you just try to delete everything above 0.1? We're gonna just do that as a test. Oh, nice. That actually worked. Cool. All right, let's do... Oh, now just delete everything. Just okay. All right, stop. I guess an alternative is to size it up. So, because I think we're scaling it up like insanely in the code, so might as well just make it bigger, right? Well, we're already really close, so let me just first delete the rest of this, and then we'll size it up. Oh, do I need to be... I'm gonna need to be in edit mode, right? All right, so obviously that didn't work. Let's try maybe doing it ourselves one more time. If this doesn't work, then I'm just gonna get back to this thing later as well. If anyone knows Blender, feel free to help me, because I don't understand. I'm a beginner. Like, in my mind, I would think it would be simple, right? You just highlight it and delete it. I don't know why there's so many things. I already tried asking grok and stuff, but for some reason, it's all right. All right, I'm gonna create a new one because we were doing something right before I started the ship. We were gonna test Gemini's texture, right? Oh no, right. I need to download Photoshop. Okay, let me make a to-do list because the memory of my mind needs it. So that's the to. Oh no, actually we don't need Photoshop. We can just ask it to. I don't know what I'm thinking. Just ask it to make it full, like just extend it to be the whole screen. Don't have any white space, so just extend this image to be the whole image, like a texture. What is that? Okay, hold on. Make it literally the whole image. So please just, I don't know what else to say, man. That's just what you need to do. I'll maybe plug into grok too. Grok. All right, that's not working. Make this image the whole, make it like a texture. So remove all the white space above the water, just like basically duplicate it. So it's the whole image. If it doesn't work out, then do it myself, I guess. I actually like this one a little better than this one. I'll save it too. There's just a simple one. I've actually used this tool before. It's pretty, I like how they just kind of copied a lot of tools. Let's see. Okay. I have no idea how to do this. Oh, there we go. Crop. Nice. Let me check. Okay, so we saved it, but how big is this image? Get info, and then we want to go to the, okay, so it's a little small, but it's okay. there it is. Okay. Hmm. So we have this simple plane here. Let's just add the texture to it. We want to add a new texture to this plane. The texture is called it should be repeating, so it should cover the whole plane. Okay, so geometry not defined. I must have deleted something. So that's just this, right? Okay. Oh, nice. It's not a bad first start, I guess. The only thing it needs is like a height map, right? So actually, and then also this, the lines, I can tell the difference between them. But honestly, it's pretty good progress, I would say. Cool. So the next thing we want to do is add a height map to this plane. How should we do that? Just try to do it actually. Just make it try to look a little bit like water. Don't modify anything else, just the height map. Yeah, I honestly expected this water thing to be really tough to try to get it, but I'm actually pretty stoked that if we add the height map, it might look pretty good. If we switch to that shader, though, we won't be able to use the texture, right? So the texture is a requirement that we need to use that. Oh, they did include it? Okay, cool. So let's try that. Where did they include it, though? Oh, I see right here. Okay, cool. I don't know why windsurf has stopped allowing me to apply things to the, why did I gotta copy it? Okay, probably right here, right? It's probably a sizing thing. Just make sure there's no errors. I'm just going to restart Windsurf so it can just apply it for me because I don't have to do that just for... So in this file, please create a height map for the plane, keep the existing texture, make it look like water, the height map. Don't change anything else. What's it doing here? It's adding a clock. Why do we have a clock? Oh, it's actually doing something with the animation. Whatever. All right, what's the deal here? Let me understand. Oh, no, not that. Yeah, why did it uncomment stuff too? Like it's like doing too many things. All right, I'm just gonna ask grok because can you please add a height map to the plane here? Don't change anything else. Keep the existing texture. And it should look like water. Nice. Obviously a very simple height map, but that's the general idea. Okay. So we actually have a formula for the pretty good height map. So let's do that next. So we basically have this shader here. Yeah, thanks, Jason. Thanks for thanks for the idea to make it a texture. So this shader has some formulas and some advanced stuff, I guess. So I'm going to try to steal, I was going to say steal, but I'm going to borrow it. I'm going to ask grok first, what exactly do we need out of this file? Because I don't really understand it. I'm probably not ever going to understand it. So here's our goal. The first step, let me say our goal first. We're trying to create water. The first step here is we're just going to plan a little bit before we actually code it up. But I'm trying to understand which or what exactly in the shaders are the important pieces to build a height map that we're going to use for our plane. We want to create pretty realistic looking water, and these shaders have a very good height map for the water. So what exactly would we need to take out to use for ours? Okay, another thing, just to test this, could we just apply these shaders to our current implementation? The code is our current implementation. It's very simple. Could we apply those shaders to this plane and keep the texture? Yeah, let's just do that. That makes way more sense, actually. So how do we do that? I see I need to create an environment map. We don't need to do that because we are not going to have any reflections. So I'm going to ask it to do that again. But so we can remove the environment map, right? Because we're not doing any reflections yet. So can I just not have that in the code and it won't have errors? I think I already tried removing it before, so I think it's actually okay. If I just remove this part, it should work. Let's make this bigger. And I'm just going to make sure to have enough resolution. Because one time I was debugging for a really long time, looked like really bad, and I figured out it was only using 10 points. I was like, 10 segments. I was like, okay, that's... I was like modifying all of these forever. Okay, and I think we can just remove this completely. Where's my texture though? I think it removed my texture. likes to remove my texture. So I'm gonna copy this and just in this code, I don't see my texture, which is here. In this code, I don't see my texture, which is here. How do we add this to the implementation? Hey, how's it going? The Keno, welcome back. I am doing, okay, this looks really gross, but I'm adding hashing texture to this, and I want it to look like this is the plan. We get like this kind of stuff here. And then we'll go in Blender and start to do the models, which I think is possible. I saw some stuff online about it. So, oh, like this octopus, stuff like this. I feel like this would be a really cool style. So I'm excited. So, okay, the problem was they were doing a 3D thing, but I'm trying to apply a 2D texture. Interesting. Okay, we'll try that. I think I didn't comment out the old code, so I'm gonna. Seen these before. How do we fix this shader error? I thought that getting a mic would help whisper flow, but it just doesn't. I might try something else, like a different voice to text, because. Interesting. That is interesting. does look blue now, but I think I know why. There are some colors here, right? Right, these are colors, so let's just set this to 0. Nice. Okay, I know, given yesterday, I actually know how to fix these silly things. It's the, oh gosh, I gotta double check, but it's, let me go test it out for a second. Oh, not this. There's so many of these, man. No. I thought it was called this, is it not? What else would it be? Strangeness. Oh, right, I remember I found it off YouTube. Here it is, got it. Nice. Okay. So I just played around. I play around with these to try to get it, understand what particular thing it was. Right, it's the frequency. So we got to turn down the frequency, which makes sense now that I think about it. Nice. Okay, cool. Huh. I'd say the only thing about this is like, trying to figure out why it doesn't quite look. Let's make it really big just to see. Where's the other sizing thing? Nice. So that's because it's stretching the texture, right? Is that why? And it's only like a certain size. Yeah, right. As it gets bigger, this gets more and more blurry. Oh, actually, no. So I remember when I was playing with this, if you turn up this one, makes it look a little more kind of toony, I would say. Let's try doing that. I kind of smoothed it out a little bit. It's actually not bad now. It's definitely better. And oh, and the opacity should be 1. Oh, thanks, Jason. Thanks for the suggestions, and also fixing, help me fix the mic. That's actually a huge thing. I like this actually. It's pretty good. I like this actually. And we should be able to do some type of reflection. It'll be like a darkness where you're driving. And because what we're doing here, we're doing this a different way from our past water, we'll actually be able to make the ship respond to the waves, because we couldn't really before. Unfortunately, the 3GS water example that it comes with, you don't really have the ability to check positions of the vertices, but this one you can. And oh, another thing is, oh, never mind. Hold on, I have some echo. I have to. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit. All right. All right, now let's figure out how to make this bigger. When we made this bigger, the texture got all messed up, so let's understand maybe that problem. Now we can fix it. Because we got to make the texture repeating, right? So something we're trying to do is make this texture repeating, and we might want to size this plane up to probably 5,000. How do we make this texture repeating? We want the texture to repeat, I guess, every 100 by 100. I might get another coffee. I'll be back in a minute or so. right? I'm still trying to figure out this. This looks interesting. I'm not sure. Well, I want to see what it looks like with the huge sizes. So once it's like 5,000 by 5,000,